Hi, second grade parents. This week in second grade, we have been doing more exploration with the Bossy R. We've learned a lot about that sound, and we realized as second graders that we can read these words really easily, but writing them can be a little bit trickier. We talked a lot this week about how there's not just one certain rule in knowing how to spell these words, but there are some tips and tricks that we can do to see if we can get the words spelled correctly. So we wanted to share them with you today. The first thing that we can do is we can use our remember sentence. And our remember sentence has actually all of the R words in it. So we have our sentence, her first nurse works the early calendar. Here you can see our first three words that have our sound, which is her, first, and nurse. And on all three of them, they're spelled with either the ER, IR, or UR. Then we also talked about how with that words, it has to have a vowel. So we can have or, which is OR, or R, which is AR, and even the sound can be EAR. So as you can see, with all of these different ways, it can be really confusing. So the first way is to look at the sentence and think about it. Our second way is to think about where the sound is. So with our sound, we know that it's spelled either ER, IR, or UR. For the most part, if you hear the sound at the end of a word, you're going to always use the ER. Not always, but usually that is the case. Then we talked about how the second most common way to spell is with the IR. If you hear in the middle of the word, in most cases it's going to be IR or UR. So if you hear that at the end, we're going to use ER. If you hear in the middle, it's IR or UR. Once you've decided where the placement of that is, then you'll go to our third tip, which is asking yourself, does this look right? So what we like to do is we like to write the word in all three ways. So first, trying it with the IR, like the word burp. No, it doesn't quite look right, so let's try with the ER. No, still doesn't quite look right, and let's try with the UR, and yes, that looked correct for burp. So writing it in all three ways and trying to notice which way looks correct. Hopefully this helps with our new spelling and our new rules of how to spell our words.